Hello guys, my name is Nick and you are watching The Sports Entertainer. Make sure you have subscribed to our channel with post notifications turned on so that you never miss out on one of our daily WWE videos. Well guys, since the release of our last video regarding some of the latest leaked backstage WWE rumors and possible scenarios to look out for in 2019, we have been provided with some more interesting news to share with you guys on some more plans that Vince is considering after WrestleMania 35. And as you might expect, some of these rumored scenarios could be taking place almost immediately following the Showcase of the Immortals. If you guys weren't aware, the WWE's next reported big show following WrestleMania 35 is taking place in Saudi Arabia in early May, the first of two pay-per-view events which the WWE have planned to put on in Saudi Arabia this year, and in a sense, it is basically the 2019 version of the Crown Jewel show. At this point, it's unknown how many matches the WWE will be booking for the Saudi show, but given the fact the Saudi government are paying the WWE bucket loads of money for them to perform there, you can be assured that the McMahon family are going to be doing everything in their power to make this event as momentous as they possibly can on such short notice. Last year, Vince was able to convince Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement for a one-off match at Crown Jewel, something most fans thought would never happen given HBK's previous strong stance on remaining retired. And if you took a quick look at the thumbnail for this video, there's a certain wrestling legend that WWE are hoping will step through the ropes again to have one last in-ring performance. With all this being said, let's take an in-depth look at three current and surprising WWE rumors and scenarios our sources have provided us with that Vince McMahon could very well be planning to move ahead with after WrestleMania that you need to know about. Alright guys, the first backstage WWE rumor we have been provided with is in regards to the Universal Championship scene following WrestleMania 35, and more specifically, Vince McMahon's reported plans for an NXT call-up who has yet to make his presence felt on the WWE main roster, Lars Sullivan. For those of you unaware, Lars Sullivan's debut on the main roster, in what was reportedly going to be a call-up to Monday Night Raw, has been postponed for a number of months now, and the reasoning stems from Lars Sullivan suffering from anxiety-related issues due to feeling unready for the bright lights of WWE, because it had been revealed back in January that if Sullivan had joined Raw when he was supposed to, Sullivan's first alleged feud, which would have carried on into WrestleMania 35, was none other than John Cena. Regardless, Lars Sullivan has apparently been doing much better these days mentally, and we have been told that Lars Sullivan will most likely be joining the main roster within a month or so, quite possibly even on the Monday Night Raw episode after WrestleMania 35. Although there have been a number of ideas pitched backstage in WWE as to how they intend to book Lars Sullivan, one of our sources has claimed that Vince is very keen on the idea of pairing Lars Sullivan with none other than Paul Heyman, essentially becoming the new Paul Heyman guy in Brock Lesnar's absence, as Vince believes that it would not only immediately establish Lars Sullivan as a big deal and a future star in the making in the fans' eyes, but it would also take some of the stress off of Lars Sullivan's back by having Paul Heyman act as Lars' mouthpiece. With Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman rumored to be getting drafted to SmackDown Live during the upcoming Superstar shakeup, it's very probable that Lars Sullivan will become Raw's most formidable monster, and we have been informed that Vince has plans of inserting the behemoth into the Universal title scene before the year's end, though it's still unknown up to this point if Lars will be in the title picture as we head into SummerSlam or not, as the other rumored names who are set to be hunting for the Universal Championship this year are Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. The bottom line where this leaked rumor is concerned is, there's a strong possibility that Lars Sullivan will not only be a Paul Heyman guy before 2019 comes to a close, but also a Universal Champion. Unironically, Brock Lesnar is reportedly a firm supporter of Lars Sullivan, as Lesnar believes that Lars has all the tools required to follow in his footsteps, so it's probable that Lesnar has put in a great word with Vince regarding Sullivan, hence the rumored pairing with Paul Heyman in the near future. Up next, we have some rather interesting news regarding the WWE's plans for the 2020 Hall of Fame. If you hadn't known, just yesterday it had been announced that Nikki Bella made her decision to retire from wrestling, and Nikki now joins her sister Brie, who had also decided to call it quits from the WWE late last year. It's clear that neither Bella twin need to wrestle anymore, given their other profitable business ventures among the reality television shows, but we certainly haven't seen the last of Nikki and Brie Bella making the headlines when it comes to WWE news. According to one of our sources, the idea of inducting the Bella Twins into the Hall of Fame has been on Vince's mind over the past year or so, and in all probability, this could very well become a reality in 2020, as the current rumor as of right now is that McMahon will be putting Nikki and Brie into the Hall of Fame next year. Make sure you let us know down in the comment section below if you feel as though the Bella Twins warrant a spot on the WWE Hall of Fame to begin with, and if so, do you believe that Nikki and Brie should go in next year, or is it too soon at this point for reasons such as there being other more deserving female candidates to enter the WWE Hall of Fame first? Make sure you let us know. We now move on to the latest information we have been informed of regarding the WWE's upcoming show in Saudi Arabia, and by all means, despite the fact that there won't be very much time for the company to build towards the supposed big show, one possible match which is rumored to be on the card is surely going to be of interest to many fans. If you hadn't known, while The Undertaker's WrestleMania 35 schedule is still very much in the air, considering we have no idea as of yet if the dead man will be appearing on the grandest stage of them all or not, it has been reported that The Undertaker will in fact be making his presence felt at the WWE's upcoming show in Saudi Arabia on May 3rd. And although this is simply a rumor at this point, we have been informed that Vince is contemplating the idea of having The Undertaker and Sting face off in a match at the show to help draw in attention and buzz. If you weren't aware, WCW icon Sting had recently stated that despite being a Hall of Famer and essentially retired from the business, he would be more than willing to come out of retirement for a showdown with The Undertaker. Our sources have informed us that one possible scenario WWE Creative are considering is for The Undertaker to make an appearance at WrestleMania 35, quite possibly to interrupt Elias's guitar performance, and after laying waste to Elias, Sting would then make his presence felt and would then proceed to engage in a stare down with the Phenom, signaling a future match between the two legends, again, possibly occurring at the Crown Jewel-like show in Saudi Arabia on May 3rd. However, another possible scenario is that The Undertaker would be confronted and attacked by a couple of other WWE superstars at WrestleMania 35 after dismantling Elias, which would result in Sting making the save at Mania, leading to a temporary alliance between Sting and Taker, which would inevitably result in a tag team match at the Saudi Arabia show against two superstars of Vince's choosing. This scenario would definitely be a viable option if in case Vince comes to the belief that Sting versus The Undertaker would be too big of a match for the Saudi Arabia show and deserved a proper build up for a big pay-per-view event such as WrestleMania 36. Let us know down in the comment section below if you would be interested in seeing The Undertaker face off against Sting at this late stage in their careers to begin with, and if so, how do you believe the WWE should go about building towards this rumored bout? There's no doubt that many fans have been asking for this dream rivalry for many years, but some fans may argue that it's now a bit too late considering The Undertaker is 54 and Sting just turned 60 a few days ago. On another note regarding the WWE's upcoming early May show in Saudi Arabia, we have been informed that Vince McMahon has been trying very hard lately to convince the Saudi government to allow the company's women's wrestlers to perform this time around at the show, something that had previously been banned, and the partial reasoning behind Vince's desire to have the women's division perform in Saudi Arabia on May 3rd stems from the fact that we won't be having an Evolution pay-per-view this year, and to keep up with a women's revolution, Vince believes breaking a big barrier this year would continue to generate good company PR for the WWE. For some perspective, this breaking development would come just weeks after we are set to witness women main event WrestleMania for the first time, as it has been announced that the triple threat match between Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship will headline the Showcase of the Immortals this year. Well guys, what do you think about these reported WWE scenarios and rumors that have the possibility of coming true shortly following WrestleMania 35? Are you interested in any of these developments coming true, or are they scenarios that you hope the WWE will nix in favor of other possibilities? One last note, there are also many smaller rumors going around currently, including the WWE's plans for Bray Wyatt after WrestleMania. To keep things short, Vince had apparently informed Bray Wyatt to change up his look before his return to WWE television, and as you can see from the picture, Bray certainly looks different. Not surprisingly, many fans quickly labeled Bray Wyatt's new look as being Braun Strowman 2.0. But regardless, the rumor right now our sources have informed us of is that Bray Wyatt could be getting drafted over to SmackDown Live during the upcoming Superstar shakeup, and Vince is apparently penciling Wyatt in for one of Kofi Kingston's WWE Championship filler feuds after WrestleMania and before SummerSlam, where Kofi is then reportedly going to be working a storyline with the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. So with that said, Bray could be facing Kofi Kingston for the WWE title at one of the 3 pay-per-views leading up to SummerSlam, which are Backlash, Money Money in the Bank and Extreme Rules. However, it should also be noted that Bray Wyatt's name is also now being rumored as a potential candidate to win the men's Money in the Bank ladder match this year as well. Make sure you sound off in the comment section down below about all of these rumors and give us your thoughts and opinions on the matter. Thanks for watching The Sports Entertainer. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also be sure that you hit that subscribe button for all of our daily WWE videos.